Hi guys, this is a general reading for us for the first week of September 2016. This reading is, I feel very guided that I have to do my reading for the masculine energy. So this week is going to be a little special because I'm doing the masculine energies all by themselves, and I'm doing the feminine all by themselves. This energy is not, of course, gender specific. It really is about whoever really identifies themselves mostly with the masculine energies. So this is going to be dedicated to them. I'm using three decks. I'm using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley, and this deck really will explain the healing that we are going through. It will explain the energy or the mindset of what the masculine is going through at this time. I'm also doing the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and this deck is going to represent the romance side or the romantic relationship side of what's happening with the masculine. The last deck that I'm using would be the Angel Tarot cards by Redley Valentine and Doreen Virtue, and from this deck, this is going to be dedicated to careers and finances of the masculine energies at this time, or whatever they need to understand or know about what's happening at this time. We got some really interesting cards for us this time and for the masculine, and I feel exactly that I felt guided to do something specific for them because of that reason. Please also bear with me as I'm outdoors, so sometimes there's a lot of noise in the background, but I hope you really enjoy being outdoors with me. So when it comes to our general understanding of what's happening with the masculine, when it comes to their energy and their healing. So our first card is called the Enchantment card. So I hope you guys can really see it. Maybe I'll just do it that way. Enchantment card. And in this card, what we're seeing is a mermaid, and there's a sea, and this mermaid is really just sitting kind of silent in her own contemplation. Okay, so here's what I'm receiving with this card, Enchantment, is a lot of the masculine energies are understanding that concept of enchantment. See, in the myth and in the stories of the sailors in the past, they would say that they would be sailing those seas and they would meet sirens or meet those enchanting mermaids that they would face in the seas. And sometimes it was very challenging for those masculine sailors to know what to do. Some of them would follow that enchantment, and of course it would lead to their death, and some of them were able to somehow resist that enchantment. And this is such an interesting card for the masculine energies this time, as many of them have started to understand that they've been enchanted by something or someone in their lives, or by a direction in their life which actually led to their own death. It's not a physical death, but it's a death in the understanding of their feelings. They felt that they were misguided somehow. This is a card that represents that. It represents the masculine energies understanding or seeing their reality right now as them following something that was not good for their soul or was not good for their higher self. And that's why it's a time where they're just looking around them, just understanding that whatever they've done, whatever they have decided on, the direction that they have embarked on was them following enchantment, or those enchanted sirens which led to their own death or led to their own sadness or unhappiness. So they're starting to really see that very clearly. So a lot of the masculine are facing that right now, and it's really quite a shock for them. The second card, which is amazing, that actually came right after that, is the card called the Reflection. And I'm gonna hopefully you guys can really see. So Reflection, here we see this muse or this beautiful lady just sitting in a time when she is reflecting, and really having this card coming after enchantment is really another confirmation of what's going on with the masculine. See, the masculine has as they found themselves really enchanted, and that they have followed bad guidance or bad decision or bad direction that was not good for them, they also are reaching a point where they're reflecting on those decisions that made them reach that point of unhappiness. So they're really, really at a time right now where they are um, kind of sitting quietly. If you feel that they really want to be focused inward, or really becoming more of an introvert, then you understand that this is a point of reflection. So they're really going through a point of reflecting upon their decisions, reflecting upon why they reached those decisions. So it's a very, very important phase for them. Very, very important, and it's a really, really good card. This is a very, very positive card, because when you reflect on your past and reflect on why you are where you are today, then you're gonna make the right decisions coming on. And that's why the third card that came for the energies is the card called Purity. And we received Purity the last reading. I believe we got that card, or maybe the reading before, but this is an amazing card. This is a really, really good card, especially coming for the masculine at this time after the other two cards, because Purity, this is shows more like a bride, a brand new start, a brand new understanding, and a brand new beginning. This card is really about that, because once the masculine is going to understand how they became enchanted with that bad direction, or that bad decision, or that wrong crowd that they have been socializing with, for example. And once they sit down and reflect, which is really where they are right now, is they're going to understand how to become pure again, and how to bring themselves back to who they are. Because again, Purity card, when we last got this card, it was about decluttering our lives. So this card is about that. It's again about the masculine decluttering their lives and becoming pure again in their own understanding, and in their own journey in life. So this card is a great advice that Spirit is giving our masculine at this time, is that they want them to declutter their lives. It really I'm getting a very, very strong guidance right now, that it is really what the spirits are really trying to emphasize at this point, is that they need them to declutter their lives. Decluttering means that it's not about cleaning a home. It could be, or cleaning your environment, or purifying your environment, but it's also about them staying away from negative behavior, staying away from negative communications, or from people, peers, colleagues, or situations that are not good for their higher self. They're not good for our soul. So this is truly a very much emphasized message for the masculine that's happening right now. And the other thing that I wanted to, that I feel that I have to say really is like the enchantment, reflection, and purity. Now, all the masculine are in the all same stages right now. Some of them are in the period where they are suddenly feeling shocked and starting to understand where they are with what they've been enchanted with. Some of them are in the phase where they are actually right now very quiet and very silent, because they are reflecting. And some of them are ahead a little bit with them actually taking action. So taking very positive action towards their purifying and decluttering their lives. I also felt guided when it came to that, is to see the card at the bottom of the deck, which is Shadow Self. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, when, especially because it's coming after those cards, or I felt guided that this card also relates to this reading. Shadow Self is the amount of work that we are doing with ourselves. It's the work that we do behind the scenes to improve ourselves, to bring back ourselves to our purest form, or to our higher self, or really to understand where the ego has really led us to go. So there's a lot of shadow self going on with the masculine right now, a lot of it. So we need to have compassion. If we're feminine energies, we need to have compassion for our masculine going through the shadow self period. And also as masculine, we need to have compassion for ourselves, because we are going through this right now. The cards that came to present what's happening with the masculine energies when it comes to romance and relationships are really, really beautiful cards. The first card that came, because I got two cards that came out first this time. I intended on getting one, and two cards kind of popped up from the card deck. Love yourself first. So let me read that really quickly. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this is especially coming with the energies, and the cards are just amazing. Our guides really tie in all these messages together. Is loving yourself first, which means that the masculine are finally really starting to see how their understanding of who they are and why them seeing themselves less worthy, what has led them to be enchanted from the first place. So they're starting to actually be in a period where they're loving themselves and loving who they are. So they're bringing love home. And instead of waiting for that reassurance of love from the outside, they are actually starting to love themselves for who they really are. This is an amazing card, really, about the masculine. And it's fully about what's happening with many of them at this time. They are paying attention to themselves. The other card that came with the masculine energies is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So let me tune into this card a little bit. Okay, so the masculine, with what they're going through right now, they're starting to understand that by them loving themselves, they're becoming more open to a much better relationship or a much better love coming from another human being. For some of them, they actually know who that person is. They actually know who that person who's going to be the new love in their life. It's not a new love by any means. It's someone that they already know, but they want to bring that love back again into their lives. So once they really feel that they reached a point where they are pure and they have decluttered their lives, they are going to bring in that new love. And they could be definitely someone that they already know. But some of them are going to be open to new possibilities because they're starting to love themselves. So again, they are going to be attracting a much better companion or a much better divine partner into their life. This is really about divine partnerships, about the masculine knowing that they deserve that divine partner, that they are worthy of that divine partner. Because once they start loving themselves and once they start seeing themselves as worthy, so much worthy than the bad directions, or that they are so much better than the enchantment that they have followed. They're so much better than that. Then they are going to bring in that divine partner in their life, and they're going to be open to that divine partner. So this is a beautiful card for the masculine. It's give them a lot of credit, really, for what they're going through right now. The interesting cards that actually came for the finances and careers for the masculine energies. The first card was the Seven of Water. So let me read it really quickly. A complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. Water represents emotions, or deep hidden emotions. So when it comes to careers and finances, the masculine are starting to become, and this card has the different colors of the chakras, our energy fields. So it represents the balance within their own energy. This card is about a lot of balance that's coming in, and them understanding that balance of energy, and even in careers and finances. And this card is really about them knowing that it just all ties in with their romantic side and their energy side, is that once they start to feel worthy and they're starting to see the wrong direction that they've been going through, many of them are going to be looking for something different, something new, and they want to bring in the new into their life. So this card is a confirmation from guides that they need to stop procrastinating and bringing in the new into their life. Some of them are going to be going for a new career. Some of them are going to be guided to go into finding new jobs and upgrading their jobs and their careers and their finances. Some of them are going to actually start new businesses. So this card is about that. And I think just seeing the second card, because again, I wanted one card, but two cards popped in. It's called the Renewal card. This is a major arcana card, which means it's a major life change. It's Archangel Jeremiah. So Let me read it. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Wow, it's just really, really, this is a major arcana. And really, with this card about stopping to procrastination, this is like another confirmation from our spirit guides about a new change. This is a real change. This is a major life change when it comes to the careers and finances. This is major. Because they're gonna start really looking at things differently. This is about the masculine energy seeing things on a whole new different level. That they, it's coming from their sense of worthiness. This time is going to be different for them. And the card has a man and a woman, a child. So there's a lot of emphasis also on family life. And the masculine actually seeing the light in how they wanted the family life to look like. See, a lot of the masculine energy still feel the sense that they are providers. And it's amazing side of the masculine that they are providers. But they also are going to see that, yes, they're providing for their families, but at the same time, and they are going to continue being the providers, but at the same time, they are looking for a happy family life. A happy family life. It's coming with a major change when it comes to their finances and their career. So there's a lot of really, really positive energy going on for the masculine right now. They're going through a lot of major changes. This is a major arcana, it's a major change. The number 20, when I see the number 20, I see it as really running up to a number 2. A number 2 represents balance, representing them taking positive direction and maintaining balance and faith in that direction, in that new direction. The 0 represents God energy, or a full cycle, or a full force in the energy. So the number and the number 2 and the 0 together really is about divine timing. There's a lot of divine faith in divine timing, and now is the time. This is what this card is representing. It's a timing that is representing now. So this is what's happening with the masculine energies, and I really hope this reading helps our masculine understand what they are actually going through right now, because it's their time now to really understand what they are going through, and them understanding how ego and how the society has been leading the masculine into being enchanted by sirens, by whatever in life we can call sirens, or ego-based connections, ego-based directions, ego-based jobs, or ego-based decisions. This is about them really finding themselves and getting away from that direction of ego. For those who are watching this reading, I really hope it helps you. I hope it sends you a lot of love and guidance from our guides, and from mainly from the angelic realm, and from our spirit guides who are helping us at this time. And with this, I'll talk to you soon.